Okay, Aries. It's going to be a general reading for you guys for next week. So the upcoming next week. Alright, so I'm going to start off with Spirit Animal, excuse me, Oracle cards. They're pretty big cards, so I hope they don't just fall out all over. Okay. Fox, clever. Okay. It says, you're swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. Okay. Nice. Alright, now I'm going to use this deck this week. I haven't, I believe it's Mystic Mondays or something. I think that's what it is. But it's a smaller version of it. Okay. So for Aries, for this upcoming week, and if you guys wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, that would be nice. I would appreciate it. And if you liked it, if you want to give it a like, that'd be cool. And some of you may know, especially if you watch my channel, that every sign has a power color. And yours is red. Which there sure is a lot of red and orange. It probably looks more orange on camera though. Here. Okay. Just looking at the cards here for a second. Okay, so there are air signs here, water signs, fire signs. Oh, and earth, okay. Trying to see if any signs. So the sign that stands out here the most is Gemini. Okay, so you have 3 6s here. That's what I'm just looking at the cards. It's a brand new deck for me to use. So I gave them a brief look before using them and stuff, and then that's when I decided to use them. So they're new for me also. So anyways, there's 3 6s here, and that is about hearts and healing and cooperation also. Okay, so you start off here with the sun. So a lot of people say the sun is the happiest card in the deck. So that is, it's happiness, joy, success, security. It's magical opportunities. And it also says that any issues that used to hold you back, that they're now cleared. And it looks like you have the energy to move forward. And also for some of you, it's going to be new love. Because the sun card can represent new love in the air. And for others, if you're with somebody, it can be a sweet honeymoon phase. But yeah, that sun card there says all is well. Next, you have the Ace of Swords. So that's a card of victory. It is progress, mental clarity. It's triumph over difficulties. Some may have had some challenging times, some like a challenging beginning, challenging times. But it shows it's time to focus on new opportunities. And the sun says magical opportunities. So those are two great cards to get. All right, so next here is the Ten of Swords. So that shows the end of a situation that usually brings relief. And for some could be sadness or maybe a little both. But it is opportunity for new happiness. And for some of you, it's the end of an addiction, which is good. And for others can be, maybe like a feeling of loss. But it also says to focus on your health. For some of you, you might have some back issues or a little nerve damage. Oh, I guess everyone focus on our health, right? Okay, next here is the Six of Cups. And that can be a blast from the past. So somebody from your past, for some of you, somebody from your past will be coming back around. And from the Lover's card over here, this person could be your true love type. Or you're just, one of you feels like maybe the other is their true love. You both might feel that way. I'm looking at the cards here. Okay, and for others of you, this can be, maybe you want things to be simplified, to be more simple. Maybe, like a desire to return to the good old days. Might be just thinking of either past things or you just want easier times. We all can use some easier times, huh? All right. Next here is the Queen of Wands. So that says that there is nothing that you cannot do. Looks like you're ambitious, brilliant, talented. It says to trust your instincts also. Looks like for some of you, how people see you and how they perceive you, is important to you. Well, it's good. You want to have good reputation, and no matter what it is that you do. Next here is the Queen of Swords. For some of you, of course, obviously this is not all of you. For some of you, this is going to be whoever this person is coming back around. It looks like they're of the same sex. So maybe you're in this, same-sex relationships, or for some could be like a very close friendship that's of the same sex. It doesn't have to be female. Just because it's female, it could be female or male. This is more often than not female, though, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, so with the Queen of Swords here shows, so it's either the other person coming back around or this is you. I think this is more about the other person, but this says, this describes somebody who's generous and practical. And they're accomplished and very hardworking. Usually it's a hardworking career woman because it's the queen, but it can also be hardworking career man. But for some reason I'm leaning a little bit more toward woman on this one. But it does show you're sensitive to the needs of others. Some of you might be a little materialistic though. But there is security and abundance around. Not some of you, but whoever this other person is. This other person can be a little materialistic, looks like. But it looks like this person's also good at gathering resources or getting, what they need, or looks like they're good at that. Okay. Next here is the Lover's card. So with that card, it's cards about true love and deep friendships. And it's unions, relationships. And it's also about passion and loyalty. So looks like there's a lot of passion with you and this other person. There's going to be, or there is, or was. Okay. I'm just looking at these cards. Okay, so it says it can also say that there's might be some important decision, like an important decision to be made. And if so, it says make choices from the heart. There's more swords here than anything else. There's actually a lot of swords here, which means it's possible. It looks like maybe you've been thinking quite a bit, maybe in your head a lot lately. So that's also why I'm looking at the cards. Whenever I pause, I'm looking at the cards because you get a feeling from them also. But it looks like in your head a lot, or just thinking a lot. I'm really surprised the Four of Swords didn't come out of this reading. But I always pull one extra card at the end. We'll see, because that's showing like mental exhaustion and needing a break. So I'm not saying that you are, but it just looks like that you're thinking a lot. Or it's also possible you're surrounded by, or the other person is an air sign, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, let's move on here. Next here is the Four of Pentacles. So that is about managing your resources wisely. So it looks like you've been protecting resources and working hard. And some of you, it shows you have impressive resources also. It looks like you make smart business decisions. And if you don't feel like you do, then it looks like you're about to. A lot of you have power and responsibilities. Which it shows power here and responsibilities because you have two queens coming up here. So like a lot of inner strength. And intuition also. A lot of you, I get that a lot of you have really strong intuition and you should follow it. Okay, so next here is the Six of Swords. So that shows the end of challenging times. So things are looking up. There's going to be improvements. And it's kind of like cutting your losses and moving on. And for some, that's for some, and for others, it can be travel or relocation even. Some of you might be moving. Okay, so at the end, like I said, I really like this reading for you guys. I always pull an extra card, and I like to use my Chinese deck here. Okay, it's a Queen of Chalices. So, that's the Queen of Cups. So, with the Queen of Cups, that shows that life has maybe, has made you have to prioritize things. It's kind of like you've converted challenges into like positive growing pains. And again, I think I said this already, it looks like you're sensitive to the needs of others. And a lot of you are like empath. Very nurturing. Very loving. And you have a lot of emotional intelligence. And a lot of you are pretty psychic yourself here. Trust your intuition. There's been, I think, 3 cards now that said that. So this is probably going to be the title, but the video. Maybe. Alright, you guys. Again, if you like this, if you want to give it a like, that'd be cool. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing, I would really appreciate that. Alright, thanks a lot.